Since this is a hearing assistance dog, most of the work that Jen's doing is going to be silent for us. But as soon as we got the dog out of the car, he's a little bit worried, a little bit just noticing everything around us. We want to make sure that he's paying good attention to her before we even go anywhere near the store. That's something that people mess up a lot. They just walk right in, first get the dog's attention, make sure you're on point, then do the next thing. So she's looking for tap on the head to mean look at me, and then he gets a reward for that. So just making sure that we get a couple good reps before we do something that might be a little bit more difficult. Because this dog is in the beginning of his training, still having a little bit of trouble, difficulty coming through these basic kind of tasks in this environment. These are things that he can do all the time when we're at the facility and so forth. That's why it's really important to bring him out and really proof this stuff out in public. Because basically a dog that knows something at the facility or at your home could act like he's never heard that command before, never seen that directive before when you take him out in public. So just working through those, making sure we get extra reps on this. Specifically the down with the hand signal was giving him trouble, so she's just getting extra reps of that. For hearing assistance dogs, mobility assistance dogs, the amount of time is going to vary wildly based on the person's needs and the
dog's age. Yeah, if they've had prior training or not.
She's going to be feeding the dog while this distraction comes by.
Right in the way.
So I really like that opportunity right there for the dog and Jen to work through like a novel distraction. There's a bunch of noise, a weird machine, stuff like that. And he actually did a really good job. He was initially a little bit worried about it, stuffed a bunch of food in his face, kind of got him over the initial hump. And then you saw pretty quickly he was able to walk just like right behind that crazy, weird, loud machine and be totally in tune, working with her and able to follow along until they cut off on the next aisle. So it was really good for him.
Oh, good boy.
What we're looking for in this situation is not necessarily no response to the new noise. It's really about recovery rate. So when you're talking about a dog that's going to be okay for this type of work or is going to be suitable for service dog work, they have to have a recovery rate that's fast enough that you can actually get multiple reps of something. So she was able to show the dog repeatedly the item instead of the dog like running away and hiding under something like, oh my God, that was the scariest thing in the world. She's actually able to get 5 or 10 reps where the dog learned like, okay, it just makes noise, but nothing happened after that. So that was good too.
Yeah, for him, like I'm just working on getting him used to just different things and different exposures, because I know one thing, like she is going to be flying with him, so like just small spaces and just like different surfaces and noises, because that is going to be something when you know, in an airport and flying and airplanes, and so yeah, weird stuff, huh?